Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Craftsman Truck Series action from Dover. Now, here's the thing. We were not supposed to race. The Truck Series was not supposed to race this week. They were supposed to have an off week. Unfortunately, we had some technical difficulties, so we were unable to live stream the Auto Club race for you, which was won by the 11 again. So the 11 of Urbane went back-to-back, winning the season-opening Daytona race for the first time in his career after 2 years of struggling trying to win it. And then he won at Auto Club last week, and now we decided Wednesday night to add Dover to the schedule. That way you guys can get to watching the races again. So without further ado, let's get it underway. Johnny Sauter starting first, and Urbane in the 11 to lead this field to green, coming off 4. The green flag's out, and the Toyota Save Mart Company's 200 from Dover is underway. So it's going to be about 200 lap race, 45 laps in stage 1. They get about 65 laps of fuel, so they'll be able to go to the end of stage 1 here. And the 11, how about that? Already pulling away with it. He's brought some fast trucks to the track. I'm going to tell you what, he's going to be one to watch tonight. And his crew chief happens to be in the party. So maybe we'll hear some action from him tonight. As the 11 of Urbane leads lap 1, running the Hooters truck tonight. Yeah, dude, it's literally not going to take that long. It's not that big of a track. Do you know what Bristol Motor Speedway looks like? Well, it's just a little bigger than that. So, we talked about the 11 went back-to-back. I'm not going to be surprised if he starts the season with 3 wins. He's brought some fast trucks, and those first 2 laps that were led by him, he's proven that he's brought some fast trucks to the track. And again, I'm not so sure if it's going to be 9:45, but we can always change it, and say, we can always change it a little bit. But, he's brought some fast trucks to the track. He brought one to Daytona, managed to win that race. And he turned around, dominated Auto Club last week, despite us not being able to live stream it for you guys, and won there. And we do apologize for that deeply. The league has decided to continue moving on, though, despite... Oh, this ain't going to take 45 minutes, no. It might take an hour. Maybe an hour and 10. Depending on how many cautions we get. But it's the weekend, so we should all have time to RP, regardless. And speaking of that, coming up next, an all-new episode of GTA On Patrol Live, Season 1, and they're going to restart. So Season 1, Episode 6, coming up after the truck race here. And tomorrow we got Xfinity Series racing from Dover. Remember, this season, last season in the championship race, we decided to try something new. Twitch Sports Network 1 decided they wanted to try to broadcast practice and qualifying. So starting tomorrow with the Xfinity Series race, because the first 2 races for all 3 series didn't do it because it was at last minute. The race ended up getting called under weather delay anyway. And this truck race was not planned tonight. That's the only reason why it was not live streamed on there. But starting tomorrow with the Xfinity Series, their practice and qualifying will be done over on Twitch Sports Network 1. Then we broadcast the race for you on here. And then Sunday, the Cup Series, practice and qualifying, broadcast on Twitch Sports Network 1. And then we bring you over to YouTube TV network for the Duramax Dry Dean 400. And how about this? The 11 already putting trucks laps down as we are on lap 8 of 45 in stage 1. So 80 points in all. The 11 of Urbane in general has 80 points in all 3 series because he participates in all 3 series. So 80 points in all 3 series. By winning both stages and the races the past 2 races in a row in all 3 series. That's pretty impressive if you ask me. I mean, again, like we mentioned before, this race was not planned. It was added to the schedule last minute. So instead of only having 29 races this season for the Truck Series, we'll have 30, including this one. That's because we wanted to bring you coverage of a truck race, the first since Daytona, because of the technical difficulties. That and trucks at Dover sounded fun anyway, so they put the trucks on the haulers, got them here this morning actually, and then we're able to get the practice and qualifying taken care of, and finally get this race underway, as we've already completed 10 laps of 45 in stage 1. And why don't we take a listen to team communications of the 11 while he makes his way around this track, so that's your cue to like start making the calls. Hello? Okay, well, we'll come back to the 11 in a minute.
Still there.
But we talk about already dominating, and the race just started. That's one example as to why the 11's brought some fast trucks to the track, and that's why we stand by that we will not be surprised if the 11 finds his way into victory lane again tonight for his 3rd win of 2023. Technically, well, the 2022-2023 season. Technically, though, this season counts for 2023, so we could say either or. Once the fans heard, though, that the trucks were going to be at Dover tonight, even though it wasn't planned, they bought them tickets and they crowded the stands. It's a sold-out crowd for a truck race here at Dover.
Still there.
And the fans are glad to be here. And they're glad to see that number 11 out in front. So now we enter 31 laps to go in stage 1. The 11 into the back of a truck in the field, but we stay green. Let's go into that helmet cam presented by YouTube TV Network. And we're already almost to 30 to go, and we apologize if you can hear a little bass in the background. I am a college student, so my roommate is playing some music right now. The live stream can't really hear it, but if you can hear the bass, we apologize. But you know what? It's college. Everybody can do what they want, as long as it's not to where it can be heard on the stream. That way I don't get copyrighted. Zane Smith on the 38, sitting 8th right now, going to go a lap down, and whoa, did you see that? Oh! Close to making contact again, but they do not. So we now have 29 to go in stage 1. And you already know the 11, his strategy is run the stage, pit if you need to during the stage, and then pit at the end of the stage, regardless if you needed to in the stage or not. So he's going to most likely come down pit, or actually he's going to definitely, unless if he decides not to, come down pit road at the end of the stage. And fuel up that truck. Matt DiBenedetto sitting 6th right now. There's Stuart Friesen.
Stay low, stay low. All right, you're clear.
Oh, the 11 got into the wall.
Yellow flag.
That's going to bring out the first caution, so he will make an unexpected stop. Now, again, he lapped most of the field, so he only went back to 5th. He only lost 4 spots on the track.
Ready.
As we are back to green. Yeah, and sometimes you just got to make those unexpected stops. Sometimes it affects you, sometimes it doesn't. However, still 24 laps go here in stage 1, and it didn't really affect the 11 as he restarted 5th. But look at this run on the outside he's got. Watch this run.
Still there.
Tyler Reddick driving the number 2 truck. And he's going to lead the lap. But on the inside, 3 wide for the lead, and the 11's got it. So the 11 back out into the lead, and he's led all but 1 lap so far. So we had 1 caution. 22 laps to go here in stage 1. Now the 11 has pulled away from Ross Chastain, so 21 laps to go. How about this, though? A race at the Monster Mile. They had to expedite everything, though. The trophy, the confetti, and all that stuff, they had to expedite it all to get it here on time. They did it. Of course, they had to expedite the trucks here on the haulers, and they did that too as the 11 back in the wall. The drivers, they flew to the track from wherever they were at.
Still there. All right, you're clear.
Still lapping trucks. Oh, contact! Around goes Clay Greenfield. Caution. So that's our 2nd caution of the evening. And gonna go green here. Green flag back out. Back underway. 14 laps to go here in stage 1. Laps to go here in stage 1.
Back it down, back it down.
And the 11 has a 3.8 second lead off of second.
All right, let's go. Nice and smooth for us.
10 laps to go here in stage 1 at Dover. In the game it's daylight out, but we're going to pretend it's nighttime.
Clear low.
Team Urbane number 10, formerly driven by Jennifer Jacob, owned by her, has been purchased. Well, the 10 was purchased by Team Urbane, so now it's the Team Urbane number 10. And Jen Jacob said she will do races until a permanent driver is found for that truck. So still in the truck series here, just now that truck is owned by Team Urbane, and she now races for Mason. Oh, the 11 in the wall again.
Yellow flag.
Caution. Third caution. He's going to keep the damage till the end of the stage. That would be smart,
All right, be smart out here.
as we're going to go green.
Be ready here. Green's out.
Yeah, at least try to get 10 stage points here or more, or even, well, or what you can. You got 4 laps to go. Try to win the stage. Yeah, he's already got 80 points. This would make 90 points for the season so far, if he can manage to pull off the stage win here. And I mean, it looks like he's gonna clear him, and as long as the caution doesn't come out, he's pretty much got this one wrapped up. 3 to go. Alright, 2 laps to go here in stage 1. At now Dover Motor Speedway. It used to be Dover International Speedway. Now it's Dover Motor Speedway. AKA the Monster Mile. And 11 just has to do one more time around the Monster Mile here in stage 1 to grab those 10 points and make it 90 points on the year. He's already guaranteed a spot in the playoffs with 2 wins already. This 3rd win would just help him get more points towards the regular season championship towards the end of the season. But, I mean, already guaranteed a spot. More than 1 win guarantees you a spot in the playoffs. Off turn 4, he's going to win stage 1 despite having damage and being in the wall 2 times during that stage. And so he has 90 points now. Alright, so he's going to restart 8th. At least 12 trucks, from what we can see, is on the lead lap.
Almost ready.
And we are green in stage 2. So 42 laps in stage 2, 3 less than what we did in stage 1. And again, the truck should be able to make it to the end of the stage on fuel.
All right, clear low. All clear.
Fuel shouldn't be a problem. Chastain gonna lead the lap. Here comes the 11 and hot. Moves Chastain out the way, gives him a bump,
Still there. You got room. You're
and
clear.
clears him for the lead. If he wins stage 2, he'll have over 100, or he'll have 100 points already. He would have 100 points. Has got 39 to go in stage 2. How about we do a little side by side since we haven't taken one yet, and we didn't take one after stage 1. But real quick, better check that timer. Alright, so now we're going to go YouTube side by side.
All clear. Don't move. Stay high. Clear all around. You got room. You're clear. All right. You're clear. Car outside. Hold your line.
Come on, man. It's time to drink. You're truly out.
Busy.
We gotta eat. You doing sports?
Yeah.
Okay. He's doing his esports game. Sorry, guys.
You're good.
All right. You're clear. Careful. Still there. All right. You're clear. All right. You're clear. Hold your line. Stay high. All right. You're clear. All clear.
31 laps to go here as we welcome you back to Craftsman Truck Series Racing from Dover. The Toyota St. Mart Company's 200. The 11 still out in front, has a little damage there, but he's not letting it bug him. He said he was going to be one to watch in this race, and our minds have not been changed. Meanwhile, let's just pause for a sec to tell you where we are after this week. And next week we are off to... We are off to Michigan, it looks like, next week. So we get to enjoy pure Michigan next week, and that will be next Friday through Sunday. And contact with the 32.
Clear high, bud. All clear.
Seems like just yesterday was the season opener, and now it's already race number 3 of the season. Race 3 of 30 to be exact, because this one will now make 30 races this season. Plus, we got Xfinity Series tomorrow, and then we got Cup Series on Sunday, so weekend's packed. Plus, our cameras got to bring you coverage of on GTA 5 on Patrol Live. Then we got to bring you coverage of all the NFL games. As the 11 decides to move the 23 to get a pass on the low side. Oh, smoker! Around goes the 4. Caution. That is our 5th caution of the night. The 4 around on the front straightaway. Hard into the wall. And not good for John Hunter Nemechek. As we're going green. And that's what's bad about this track. This track produces good racing, but there's a wall on both the inside and outside, so if you spin out, you got nowhere to go but into a wall. So you better hope you don't spin out here, unless if you're Jimmy Johnson. Yeah, the 11, Urban, such a veteran driver, but not even he can save it if he goes around. 23 laps remain here in stage 2. That's how about that? Grant Enfinger up to 2nd now. Now 21 to go. And the 11 almost into the wall again as we're now down to 20 laps going stage 2. And we apologize about that little seizure our game had there for a minute. There's really not much room for burnouts too either at this track. So whoever wins this race, I mean, they're gonna have to, they're probably gonna tear their truck up a little bit, burning it down. And that's even for the Xfinity and Cup Series race. 18 to go, stage 2.
All clear. All right, you're clear. All right, you're clear. All right, you're clear.
For a race that wasn't even planned, this has been a good race so far. 5 cautions. And we're just cruising our way around now. Already down to 17 to go in stage 2, but keep in mind it is a 200 lap race, so definitely going to have plenty of laps to run in the final stage. Probably going to need a pit stop in the final stage at some point, but regardless, it's going good so far. Yeah, normally Miles the Monster isn't this nice. I mean, he hasn't been nice twice to the 11. The 11's got into him a couple of times in the wall. So Miles hasn't been that nice to the 11, but the 11's not taking Miles the Monster's crap either. He's been out front, dominating this race, getting back out front on restarts, getting back out front off of pit road, putting himself in position by putting other trucks down a lap down, so that way he can have a better restart if he does need to go to pit road unexpectedly. And now we got 15 laps to go here in stage 2. Contact! Center gray, and we stay green.
All right, careful. All right, you're clear.
Those of you wondering about SRX, that will get up and going again soon. 14 to go here. Stage 2.
Careful, still there. All clear. Stay low, stay low. All right, you're clear.
13 to go here in stage 2. Zane Smith doesn't want to go a lap down again, but he gets bumped. That actually gives him a small advantage, but the 11's still able to get by him and put him a lap down. Looking on the low side, 11 comes down the block. Not going to happen. And now we are down to 12 to go.
Still there. All right, you're clear. All clear. Car down the inside. All clear.
So 11 laps to go.
All right, careful. Clear high, bud. All clear. All right, you're clear.
Miles Spot got him again. We stay green though. 10 laps go in stage 2.
Careful, still there. Inside.
Crossover.
Car high now. All clear.
Ben Rhodes gets a little bumper from the 11. The 11 clears him, comes down in front, almost clipping Majeski.
Clear outside.
Getting around both John Hunter Nemechek and Majeski, so John Hunter Nemechek did stay in the race, despite getting into the wall there. 9 laps go here in stage 2. Still looking for that 7th caution, because when John Hunter Nemechek spun, that brought out the 7th. Eight laps to go here in stage 2.
Stay low, stay low. You're all clear up top.
Tyler Reddick driving the number 8 for Urbane's Motley Motorsports team.
Clear low, bud. You're all clear up top. Car outside. All right, you're clear. Stay on the
6
bottom.
laps to go
All right, you're clear.
in stage 2. Also coming up later tonight after GTA 5 on Patrol Live,
Car outside. Hold your line.
we have the Green Bay Packers taking on the San Francisco 49ers in the UK. Our cameras are already over there, ready to go to work. We have plenty of cameras throughout this network, so
Clear high, bud.
we will tap our cameras in there, and you will join.
All right, clear low.
You'll join the broadcasting team over there.
Still there. All right, clear outside. Clear all
4 laps to go.
All right, you're clear. Clear low, bud. All right, you're clear. All clear. Still there. Bottom's clear. Clear high, bud. All clear. Got one inside. All right, take 4 good laps from
2 to
All
go.
right, clear low. Careful, still there. All clear. All right, you're clear. You're all clear on the bottom.
Entering the final lap of stage 2 now.
White flag, bring it home.
So final lap here of stage 2. Then, so the 11, 90 points now to start the season. That's a heck of a start. And now, gonna make it 100 points for Urbane to start the season. Comes off turn 4. He'll sweep the stages and win stage 2 as well.
Took that stage. Great job.
1 stage remains. 2 down. 1 to go. 100 points given to Urbane over the course of the 2 stages. And now he's going to try to make that 120 points by trying to win the race. If he finishes first, he gets 20 points. Finishes second, he only gets 10. So here we go. Off turn 4 they come. Getting ready to take the green for the final stage here at Dover.
Coming to the green, driver. Almost ready.
And there it is. The final stage underway. Looks like 107 laps to go. And they can only go 65, so with less than 65 to go, they're going to need to come down pit road, get 4 fresh Goodyear tires, Sunoco fuel, and that should be all set for them for the rest of the race. Yeah, these 107 laps will not take long to complete, actually. You saw that our 45 lap stage 1, our 42 lap stage 2 flew by very quickly. We've had 8 cautions total in this race so far. 2 of them ending the stages, and then obviously 1 of them in stage 2, and then 5 of them in stage 1. However, we know that we're going to get more. We're not going to just go 106 or 105 laps to the checkered flag. That's just not going to happen. So we do know some cautions are coming. We just don't know when. Yeah, so it is a long stretch to the checkered flag. But these drivers will manage, as we're already almost halfway done with this race. This race, I mean, becomes official at halfway, shall we need to call it. But, I mean, it doesn't look like rain's in the forecast, and it really isn't. So, I mean, we should be able to get all 200 laps in. But just in the event that we couldn't, once we get to 100 laps, that makes the race official because it's halfway complete. And you know these drivers want it to go to, want to do the whole thing. And that is what they're going to do. Yeah, they did the whole thing last week and at Daytona. And they want to keep that streak going. 103 more times to go around this track. The 11's going to try to make it 120 points by winning the first 3 races of the season. Keep in mind, it took the 11 until the 3rd race of the season, last season, to finally get his first win of the season. Remember, Daytona, we talked about, he was leading on the final lap, about to win that race for the first time, got wrecked, and then he tried again at Las Vegas, finished 4th at Vegas, and then went on to win Iowa, which is now not until later in the season for this season. So now he's won Daytona this season. He's won Auto Club. Can he win at Dover and go 3 for 3 over the first 3 races of the season? I mean, talk about it. He's out front right now, 101 to go. They got a pit with less than 65 to go. So I would say about 60 laps to go. These cars really, or these trucks should really consider going down pit road and getting that taken care of then. That way they can just push it the final laps through the race and end it there. As now we are down to 100 to go. And we told you, we started with 107 to go. We've already done 7 laps. So, I mean, like we said, it's not going to take long. It's not going to keep you up all night.
Stay low. All clear.
10:30, the checkered flag should be waving in this thing, maybe even before. And then following this race will be Season 1, Episode 6 of GTA 5 On Patrol Live. Then following that will be the Packers and 49ers from London on Friday for Friday Night Football. It's continuing Week 5 action. The Lions, they started Week 5 off on Wednesday night, Mexico City against the Steelers. And the Lions suffered their first loss since 2019. They lost 51-45 in overtime to the Steelers, but that game was bizarre. The Steelers go up 45-38, and there was 4 seconds left in regulation. In regulation, the Lions were down 45-38, obviously. Jared Goff heaves a Hail Mary. It's tipped and caught by George Kittle. Kittle runs it into the end zone with no time left. They get the game-tying extra point, and just unfortunately a turnover on downs at the 50-yard line, and overtime resulted in the Lions falling 51-45 in overtime, suffering their first loss since 2019 to the Steelers because they went undefeated in 2020 and 2021. So both the Steelers and Lions are now 4-1. That's not bad for the Lions, especially they started their first 4 games undefeated. And now the Lions, they're going to be on the road next week, in Week 6. They can try to bounce back because, I mean, talk about it. The road teams have been really kicking butt this season. Like, they've been sabotaging the home teams a lot. And I think that was just a case of the road team having the better advantage than the home team. I mean, the Steelers, ironically, should have won that game in regulation and shouldn't have even needed overtime, but they did, and they still won that game, despite being down 16-7 at one point in the game, and then 32-22 at one point in the game. Anyway, back to the truck race here.
Middle top are moving. All 3 lanes have helped. Clear all around.
I mean, we're on lap 106 of 200.
All right, you're clear.
94 to go. So I think you're in for a clean ride to the finish here.
All clear.
And why don't we do a crank it up when we come back from this side by side? which will be 30 seconds. Less than that, actually. Alright, we hope you enjoyed those 2 advertisements that didn't exist. Now it's time for a Crank It Up Dover edition.
Still there. All right, you're clear. Still there. All clear. Still there. Option for use it if you need it. All right, you're clear.
Caution is out, so we'll go back to Crank It Up on the restart. That will be our 9th caution of the night. Getting ready for the restart and Crank It Up
You
now.
ready? Gotta call high now. All right, clear outside.
Sorry about that, folks. Back to the Crank It Up. 79 laps to go from Dover. And these trucks continuing to look good out here on the track, despite this race being completely unexpected and last minute. And the crowd just on their feet, excited. They like seeing these trucks here. This would be a great track for a future truck races.
All clear.
And we talk about Urbane. He's good at new tracks, no matter the series, no matter if it's the Truck, Xfinity, or Cup Series. He's good at new tracks. So you know he's gonna definitely show you what he's got here at Dover. I think the trucks actually ran here before. I don't know. I think they did, but if they didn't, this is kind of a new track. So 77 to go. We talked about with 60 to go. At least the 11 of Urbane has confirmed that he will be coming down pit road, getting 4 fresh Goodyear tires and a splash of Sunoco fuel pretty much that would set him for the race. And now we're down to 76 to go. And this is in the entire race, by the way. Let me just finish this up and then
Stay high, stay high.
I want to discuss with him what's going on. And then
All right, you're clear. Car outside. You're all clear up top.
okay, well, I will take care. Can I take care of it after this?
All right, you're clear.
Okay, can I take care of it after this? 'Cause I'm trying to keep this like this stream esports related. Only time I really talk about RV during this is because it was when I advertised that it's coming up next. By the way, that ties into it. Coming up next, don't forget.
Bottom's free. Use it if you need it.
Don't forget the all new episode of GTA 5 on Patrol Live. I'll tell you what though, if I kick him, he's gonna keep spamming my screen, and that black strip will pop up on my screen. And right now I'm just trying to concentrate. Let me just finish this up. It's not gonna take that long, I swear. And we're already in the final stage, and the last time you were in here, we were in the first. Just let me finish this up. Because I don't want to deal with that while I'm on the live. 73 to go.
All right, you're clear. Clear all around.
Getting closer and closer each time to having to come down pit road. We have confirmed that at least the 11 of Urbane is coming down pit road to receive the Goodyear tire Sunoco fuel. Maybe fix up that truck a little bit too, and that should set them for the rest of the night.
All right, you're clear.
And the way I see it, like we said, I wouldn't be surprised if that 11 ends up in victory lane again, because over these first 3 races of the season, he's been bringing some really fast trucks to the racetracks. And he's proven that he can be fast out here at Dover too. Even if he gets involved in a wreck and has to go to pit road unexpectedly, he knows how to put himself in positions to either gain his spot back
All the way to the
or at least be closer to the front of the field. Yeah, and he does that by lapping the trucks too. And then he laps the trucks, and then when something happens, it actually helps him out, because then he can restart like maybe first, second, third, or fourth, or even fifth, instead of dead last going down pit road. And he's already chasing down Grant Infinger, and he is currently second. So if the 11 of Urbane gets around Grant Infinger, he will have lapped the entire field. 70 laps to go. And give us a minute to take a break, and I will do that, Dark, while I'm on the break, because I gotta get my stuff out of the dryer. I still got like over 60 laps to run. The only reason I'm up is like I gotta get my shit out of the dryer like crazy. On the door. Hey, I'm winning though. Good. I lapped the entire field. Hey Siri, set a timer for 62 minutes.
1 hour and 2 minutes, starting now.
Shit. Hello. Yeah. That's fine. Like I said, you're second. You don't even have to tell me, dude. I mean, I might ask. If I ask, that's fine. You can tell me if you want. Oh, that is true. But like, I'm just saying, like, you can choose to tell me if you want, but you don't have to explain it. If he's kicked and he's suspended, that's really all I need to know. Yep, I understand. Alright, but I'm really trying to keep this like related to racing, so 69 laps to go, so about 9 laps. About 9 laps. That 11 will be coming down pit road. Yeah, I got 69. I was gonna do it, and then I'm like, I got like 69 to go. So it's not gonna take that long. Make that 68 now. And that 11's been looking good out front all night.
Stay high, stay high.
Contact between the 52 and 11 and the 26 in the wall. As they went 3 wide. Technically the 52 and 26 were supposed to move out of the way. But because the 11's the only truck on the lead lap right now, but they didn't. Look at this. The 10 just goes down in front of the 11. Like, what is going on? And that is how you hang on one second. That is how you annoy the 11 on the track. When you just drive down in front of him and he's the faster truck and you're the lap truck, you're supposed to move out of the way and you just drive down in front of him. That's really going to annoy him. What did you need? Okay. It's fine.
Careful, still there. Clear low, bud. Car on the outside now. All clear.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, you could still be on my crew chief and just you just won't be able to like call the calls until you get that. 65 laps to go. So right now we'll just pretty much consider you a crew member. Yeah.
Still there.
Except these are more on the lines just for fun. Like if I had the money, I'd be giving out actual money, not like money in games. But like I don't have money to do that. That's why. That's the only reason why I don't.
Still there. All clear. All right, clear low. All clear.
Yeah, don't work on that right now. Now that I'm in college, I don't have that extra money.
Careful. All the way to the wall.
I gotta write down, because I still owe, like, my roommate's brother like $10, and I promised him I'd give him $10 for buying me a couple things.
You got room. You're clear.
Yeah, that's fine. How much are you charging, though? Because I can't do ridiculous amounts.
Top free. Use it if you need it.
30 cents a month.
Stay on the bottom. All clear.
Okay. So I believe it was 63 to go that time by. Now it's gonna be 62 to go. No, actually 61 to go. So now we're getting into that pit window for fuel. Oh, that's not bad.
Yellow flag.
Caution. Caution is out for the 10th time tonight. And the 11's going to use that to his advantage. And he's going to keep the lead, too. He's going to keep the lead because Grant Enfinger was a lap down. He used that to his advantage, and now he can just drive off. He has enough fuel. Everybody has enough fuel to make it to the end of the race. So he can just drive off and win this thing now with 57 to go. And he is driving off until the next caution, because we know we're not going to go 57 laps without a caution. I could just give you like a $25 PlayStation card and give you the code for payment. Right. Oh wait. So how about that though? The 11 got a good restart because he kept, well, not just a good restart, but he kept the lead because the 98 of Grant Enfinger was a lap down still. Under the yellow, he was able to go down pit road, get his 4 fresh Goodyear tires, Sunoco fuel. Keeps the lead. 98 was a lap down. 98 is now back on the lead lap. And now he's just driving off until the next caution. If we even have, I mean, we could go. It's a possibility we could go 57 green flag laps, less than that now, to the finish. But I mean, with it being Dover, it's just not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed like the 11's already guaranteed a spot in the playoffs because he already has 2 wins. Well, this is our 3rd race of the season, and he won the first 2 races of the season. This is about to be his 3rd win in a row if he can hang on to this one. Yeah, we mentioned if there is another caution and restart, he's got to beat Grant Enfinger on the restart, or at least get back around him and take the lead back if he needs to, and just drive away. Like, keep driving away. And then if the caution comes out, it comes out. But just keep driving away. That's like going to guarantee you the win right there by just driving off. He's got a 15.7 second lead off of Grant Enfinger because Grant Enfinger just got back on the lead lap. He had to start at the tail end of the field, while the 11 obviously got to keep first. But Grant's got to be careful because the 11 already sees the tail end of the lap traffic, and he's catching up to Grant Enfinger quicker than he's catching up to the trucks behind him. Yeah, Grant Enfinger could easily go another lap down again. And you know he doesn't want that.
Hold your line, got one outside.
Yeah, he just got his lap back. He's hoping caution comes out before the 11 gets to him, but the 11 is pretty fast out there, so I wouldn't be surprised as that lead now stretches out to a 20-second lead.
All clear.
Down the back stretch now. And Enfinger knows the 11 is coming. He's just trying to get away from the 11. That's his best bet. Get away from the 11. And hopefully the caution comes out. If that 11 catches your back bumper, if the caution doesn't come out to save you, you're in trouble. And we have 50 laps to go in this race. Just 50. 5-0. And this race was 200 laps.
All clear.
He is catching up to Grant Enfinger now. 1 second. Catching up to Grant Enfinger. 49 to go.
All right, you're clear.
He is to the back bumper of Grant Enfinger.
If you need it.
Not quite yet. Now he has Enfinger up the track. The 11's going to put him a lap down again.
All clear. All clear.
48 laps to go. Still plenty of racing to do here. So it's not over yet, but holy moly. The 11 managed to make his way back around the track, and he is just fast. Over these past 3 races, he is just the fastest truck out there. And he's been the fastest Xfinity and Cup car out there, too, in those series. Now, I won't be surprised if he has over another 20-win season. There's the caution, so Enfinger gets his lap back. But still going to have to start at the tail end of the field. So that's our 11th caution tonight.
You ready?
And we are back under green. 44 laps remain. You know what the 11's going to try to do? He's going to try catching up to Grant Enfinger again, putting him another lap down. Yeah, that's the best thing you can do. Get up there, put Enfinger a lap down, keep putting him a lap down, and make Enfinger mad. Make him mad. Don't make it easy on him. We still got 44 laps to run here. You don't want to do anything too costly that could result in yourself wrecking, but you want to get Enfinger out of the picture because him and you are the only two trucks on the lead lap. The 11 and 98, only two trucks. If it came down to it, the race winner can only be those two right now. The 98 making his way around some lap trucks. However, the 11 still pretty fast. With 42 to go. He's not giving up yet. Yeah, he's going to try to put Grant Enfinger another lap down. This thing is not over until it's over. Now 41 to go. Apologize about that black strip that keeps coming across the screen. Unfortunately, we can't control that because people know I do it live, and they still talk in the group chats on there. Why, I don't know. Alright. So now, hopefully, we somewhat took care of that. If not, unfortunately, there's just going to be a black strip across the screen. 39 laps to go. I'm kind of glad, though, that it puts a black strip on the live so people can't really get into your business, but at the same time, it's annoying all around when you got, like, the lap information at the top of the screen there, and it's covering it up. So the 11 already into lap traffic, chasing down Grant Enfinger again, looking to get to him before the next caution. We know that there's going to be another caution. You're just not going to go 37 green flag laps, even though you could.
Clear down low.
Yeah, we ran 22 green flag laps at Daytona a couple races ago. That was our longest green flag run of the night there. So we could possibly run 37, but, I mean, I doubt it. 36 to go.
Careful, still there. All right, you're clear.
Like, it's about 10:18 Eastern Standard Time. We did say we should be done about 10:30, if not 10:30, just a little bit after that. Plus, we got post-race, so the checkered flag might fly at 10:30 or a little past that. But post-race coverage and stuff like that will be at least 1 to 2 minutes after the checkered flag flies.
All right, you're clear.
35 laps to go. From Dover, and I mean, look at that, the 11's catching Grant Enfinger again. However, the only thing that will stop him is a 12th caution. And now that it's getting late in the race, could we see a 12th caution before the 11 catches him this time? I'd like to see the 11 catch him, lap him, and then a 12th caution come out, because then that's just making it harder on the 90. Yeah, I really want the 11 to win this race. I really do. I mean, he's brought the faster truck tonight. He's led the most laps. He deserves this more than anybody else, and we got 33 to go. I wouldn't doubt that the 11's going to end up in victory lane, but keep in mind, trucks could easily get back on the lead lap. There could be overtime. Anybody can win if they get back in the race in time. Enfinger's stuck behind a lap truck. The 11 got stuck behind one for a minute. Enfinger trying to move. Enfinger's going to go another lap down as a result. 32 to go from Dover. And Enfinger back to being a lap down.
All right, you're clear.
Enfinger not going to be very happy about that one, as now the 11 is just cruising his way out front. And how about that? Enfinger is the only truck in the top 5 a lap down. The rest of them are 2 laps down. We now have 31 laps to go here from Dover.
Right, you're low. All right, clear outside. Hold your line. Clear high, bud. All right,
Now 30.
Clear high, bud.
For a race that was not planned until Wednesday, this has been a good
Clear
race.
high, bud.
It really has. These last 30 laps are going to definitely be intense. 29 to go. Okay. Austin Hill going to go another lap
All
down.
right, you're clear.
Matt DiBenedetto, how about that? Running in 5th. Unfortunately, going to be 3 laps down now. Not quite yet. Now 3 laps down, and we have 28 laps to go. Contact between the 11 and 00. We stay green, though. Austin Wayne Self hasn't started his season too hot. He started it better last season than he did this season. He won that Las Vegas race that the 11 of Urbane finished in 4th, which was the second race of the season a season ago. And ever since that, he didn't do so hot. That was his only win of the 2022 season.
You're all clear up top.
And then that was pretty much it. That was his only win. He did have some good runs, but it was mostly terrible runs. He got eliminated from the playoffs. Actually, no, he didn't. He made it all the way. I'll take that back. He made it all the way to the championship 4, and then was unable to finish because the 11 won his 2nd championship in a row. Well, the 11 looking to start his season 3-0, and not just 3-0, but 3 for 3. I mean, 2 for 2 already, winning the first 2 races of the season opening Daytona race and Auto Club last week. He's got 25 more laps, and if he can stay out front, keep running good laps, He's going to be in victory lane for the third time this season in the first 3 races of it. "24 more times around this track. That's all we got to do. So we talked about 37 laps left back when it was 37 to go, and we've been green ever since. Could it be the longest green flag run of the season? And 37 laps be our can 37 laps be our longest green flag run of the season? Currently, our longest green flag run of the season is 22 laps, and that was at Daytona. That was the final 22 laps of the race, all led by the 11. The 11 went to victory lane. Then he ran it back last week, but last week, if we would have been able to live stream, you would have saw that pretty much the caution couldn't stop coming out because that was a new track for everybody. And we talk about the 11 being good on new tracks. And we talk about Auto Club being a new track, as there's contact with the 51 and the 11. 11 got into the wall a little bit, but we stayed green. Auto Club was a new track for everybody. We talk about the 11 being good on new tracks. He got the win. Dover, I don't know if we've ran here before or not, so we're just going to say it's a new track. The 11's running good here tonight. He's been out in front most of the, actually, yeah, practically the whole race, except a couple of laps. 21 to go. Hopefully 37 laps can be our longest green flag run of the season so far. Yeah, we had 2 trucks flip last week at Auto Club. One slammed hard into the wall. Another one slammed into the wall and got thrown into the air like a toy soldier. Another one slammed the... Actually, we had 3 trucks flip because another one slammed the wall and then flipped. And then we had 4 truck fires. And 5 of them blew engines. It was a mess. It was like a super speedway race. This is kind of a speedway short track. 19 to go, except it's more on the lines of speedway because it's actually longer. It's similar to Bristol, more similar to Bristol. But like it's also bigger than Bristol, so it's a speedway, but you could technically get away with calling it a short track also.
Alright, you're clear.
18 to go. And if you're in doubt, just call it the Monster Mile, because that's its nickname.
Still there. Alright, you're clear.
How about this? The 11 catching Grant Enfinger again. If Grant Enfinger goes 2 laps down, then he would still be a lap down if the caution comes out. So then he would need 2 cautions to get the lead lap back. If he does not go 2 laps down before the caution comes out, then he gets back on the lead lap. And then we continue from there as the 11 gets into the wall again. So there is going to be battle scars on that number 11. But he's hoping he can run 16 more laps without completely destroying the truck and making it ready for the dumpster. A few scratches here and there is not going to be anything. But you don't want a full junked up truck heading to victory lane. You want something to show for it, especially because Voodoo's in your sponsor.
Careful, still there. Alright, you're clear.
So like the scratches on the truck, not really a big deal. We got 15 to go. The 98's crew chief is telling him that the 11 is catching him again to try to put him 2 laps down. So it's almost forcing the 98 to panic.
Clear high, bud.
And when there's a panic, that could cause a wreck. Yeah, if you're the 98, you want to keep up this consistent run and try to get... and hope for the caution to come out and try to get back on the lead lap, because you want to try to win this race yourself. You don't want the 11 to win for the 3rd week in a row. And you don't want to wreck out and be out of the race because that puts you in the hole in points.
Still there.
Yeah, because
All
you
clear
get
up
no
top.
points if you finish dead last. Actually, it wouldn't be dead last, it'd be 30th. And Infinger knows that. He doesn't want to finish 30th in this race, but he is going to go another lap down with 13 laps to go.
Clear all around.
Infinger is now 2 laps down. He's going to need 2 cautions
Careful, still there.
to get back on the
Clear all
lead
around.
lap. It would take a 13th caution to get Infinger back on the lead
Still
lap.
there. All right, you're clear.
And currently 37 laps is our longest green flag run.
All clear. Still there.
12 to
All
go.
clear. Bottom 3. Use it if you need it.
Now 11. Just 11 more laps to run here at Dover. So it is going to be a little bit past 10:30 because now it is 10:29 Eastern Standard Time and we just got to 11 to go. Now coming to 10 to go.
Careful, still there. Clear down low. All clear. 10 laps to go.
And I mean, this is just a sight every driver wants to see. Matt DiBenedetto running 5th. Gonna definitely get some
Clear high, bud.
points there. He'll get 3 points. Actually, he'll get 1 point because only the top 5 receive points when the checkered flag
Clear down
flies.
low. All right, clear
And
up top.
9 laps to go.
Careful, still there. Clear high, clear high.
Now 8. Just 8 more times around.
All right, you're clear.
3
All
laps
right,
from
you're
now
clear.
will be the 5 to go signal. Will we make it? Or will the 5 to go signal come out off a restart? Will we get a 12th caution? Will Enfinger get back? Will we get 2 cautions? Will Enfinger get his laps back and get back on the lead lap to try to challenge the 11 for the lead? You just never know. 7 laps remain.
High lane clear. All right, you're clear. All right, you're clear. Hold your line, got one outside.
Now 6 to go. So the 5 to go signal next time
Clear
by.
high, bud.
And we'll tell you the rules of overtime next time by, just in case the yellow does come out. Because we'll restart with 2 laps to go in regulation, so it will feel like an overtime. There's the 5 to go signal. And rules of overtime. It's a 2-lap shootout, green, white, checkered finish. If the leader takes the white flag under green, next flag ends the race. Caution prior, we re-rack them and restart them. In this case, it would go to overtime itself if the caution came out prior to the leader getting the white. And you get, if the leader get, then you get unlimited attempts at the green, white, checkered finish
Careful, still there. Clear
until
all
a
around.
winner is declared. So 4 laps to go now for the 11.
Pitting ahead of you.
We have a truck going down the pit road,
Getting low on gas. Getting low on gas.
and the leader's low on gas. He has 2 laps of fuel, and we have 3 laps to go. Now 1 lap of fuel.
almost out of gas. 2 this time by.
The 11 is out of gas.
Inside.
And smart choice there. And now we do go to overtime because of that. The 11 had to do that to
All right.
get some gas because he was out and there was no way he was going to make it. So he will have a little damage to that truck. You know, keep in mind, if the leader gets the white flag under green, next flag ends the race.
All right.
Caution prior.
All clear.
We go for it again, and that was smart. Now, if it was a lobby full of players, really wouldn't be allowed to do that. But, however, I mean, that was smart. But probably should have taken damage repair too. I don't know. He didn't want to go to victory lane with a junked up truck, but at this point, he ran out of gas and needed it somehow.
Got 1 to go.
And now he has the lead with the white flag. He just took the white flag under green, so next flag ends it. I don't think I'm concerned about damage repair. And we ended up coming up 2 laps shy of 37. So 35 laps, though, is our highest green flag run of the season. And that was the 12th caution, but how about this? The 11 comes off of 4, sees the checkered flag for his 3rd win of the 2023 season. And his truck automatically fixes itself. And they added a little more fuel to it. That way he can provide a burnout for you guys. And despite running out of gas, which again, still don't get how it ran out of gas, when he literally pit with 60 laps to go, so should have still had 5 laps of fuel. Still, nice win by the 11, and the only reason he was able to win still and be out in front still is because he had Infinger 2 laps down. So Infinger ends up finishing 1 lap down, only 1 lap down, but he still finishes 2nd over the leader, who had to make a decision. It was either damage the truck, cause the caution, get gas, or be slow around the track, have Infinger make up those laps in the final lap, and lose. Yeah, when you're going for the win and it's AI, go for it, man. If you need to damage the truck a little bit to get some gas in it, so that way you can at least make it to the finish, go for it. In a lobby full of players, find a teammate that's a lap down, or ask somebody a lap down to just push you the rest of the way. Yeah. And give me 1 second. So there it is. I mean, your Toyota Save Mart Company's 200, not expected, but I mean, the winner's not really a surprise. It was expected coming into this race, and there he is in Ruoff Mortgage Victory Lane, and we will see you tomorrow night for the Xfinity Series race. Fastest lap, 26.18, led by your winner. 199 laps led by the winner. And Austin Hill going to start 31st, finishing 6th. That's on the move. Let's see who the tough break is. Tanner Gray starting 3rd, finishing 19th. And there is the rest of your finishing results, your top 10. Johnny Sauter started on the pole, finished 6 laps down in 10th. And that is that. So long, everybody.